Yesterday, I saw a press release from 2 days ago or so, from the GES. Put it up there. Interdiction of WASS Headmistress. Quickly took me back to what happened at Fijai Secondary School. Put it up there. WASS. Management of Ghana Education Service has interdicted Dr. Mrs. Shine Agatha Ofori, Headmistress of West Africa SHS, for unauthorized collection of money from students. She is to hand over the administration of the school to the Regional Director of Education pending final determination of the case by the Regional Disciplinary Committee. Cassandra Chuma Pofo, head of the Public Relations Unit, signed this on the 19th of July 2023. She may just be doing her job, Cassandra. But Dr. Mrs. Shine Ofori, for those who were in secondary school at the time when she was a teacher, was a very fantastic English teacher. Fantastic, unparalleled English teacher. One of the best that you could find. She has gone on to do her PhD, and she's now a headmistress. Dare I say that she's being used as a scapegoat in this matter, because we all know, but we, as pretentious as we are as a country, we have come to the point where we pretend that all is well when indeed all is not well. I have said time without number, and I'm not the only one, free SHS is a good policy. The implementation and the over-politicization is what is terrible and bad. And that's one of the 5 thematic areas in nation building that I think we should not politicize. Health, education, agric, economy, security. We have unfortunately politicized all of them. You heard a boogie in Abu Tape admitting that such a thing has happened. The police, I'm looking at the police. And headmistress has been asked to step aside, or headmistress has been asked to step aside. The police COP, has he been asked to step aside since the investigations began? That Mutromojo attitude must stop. So Shine Ofori is being used as a scapegoat, and I'm saying it because we know as parents and guardians on our WhatsApp pages, they ask us to contribute to feed their children. On our WhatsApp pages, they ask us to contribute to buy desks. On our WhatsApp pages, they ask us to buy stuff, teachers' motivation and all of that, because the teachers, we know that the time that the children spend in school, they are unable to complete the curriculum, but they have to sit for an exam that has been set based on the contents of the curriculum. So there's a lot going on in the secondary schools that we are aware about. There's a lot. Food shortage recently happened. It took the minister to promise. That promise also failed. We took about 2-3 weeks to go and get the children food eventually. So how were the children surviving during those times when there was food shortage? We put so much pressure on the headmasters and headmistresses. As we speak, 28 special schools, school for the deaf, school for the blind, Jolo special school, blah, blah, blah. Their feeding grant has not been paid since January of this year. So how do you propose that the principals and the headmasters and headmistresses of these schools will be able to feed and sustain the children while they are in the schools? Chairs, beds, spaces for the children to even lay their heads is a problem. So if a headmistress decides to go out of her way to be innovative, and these days, you know, when we go for the PTA meetings that are not supposed to be in existence because they were outlawed, because we brought in the so-called free SHS. The silver collection, which every parent used to give now, the PTA chairmen are the ones who take the monies from the people and they say, this one is not compulsory because go and tell anybody that the school is collecting money. How did we get here? You cannot do it. But you are forcing people to believe that you are able to do it. Same thing, we're giving people the false hope and the fakery that we gave people free water and free electricity, when in fact we are paying for it, and we paid for it. So Mrs. Shine Ofori is being used as a scapegoat, and with immediate effect, she must be reinstated. This nonsense must stop. This is pure nonsense, because there's no sense in it, and whatever there's no sense in, it is nonsense, and it must stop. The headmistresses are put in a position of difficulty, and when they try to be innovative, they are punished for it. Head teachers, same. So they are all quiet and they are suffering. At that secondary technical, I'm told the lights are off. The students are sleeping in the dark. They've been in it since Tuesday. Somebody whose wife teaches there told me. Now, if since Tuesday the children are sleeping in darkness, and the headmaster puts on their WhatsApp, a dear parents, kindly contribute no kofio for us to buy ECG credit, so that the children will not be sleeping in the dark because it has attendant effects of malaria and other things. Would it be wrong? Would that parent be held? And how did the school come to owe ECG bills? Is it not because of the incompetence of the system and those who write these unnecessary press releases? Why do we do this to ourselves? Why are we so pretentious in this country?